Welcome into WCSN's coverage of ASU Softball. Alongside Joey Hardy, I'm Zach Pacleb. The softball team started off 6-0 at the Kajikawa Classic, 4 wins by way of mercy rule, and now they have climbed to number 5 in the polls. Their opponent this weekend, though, former number 2 Oklahoma, the defending national champions, started off 3-2 this weekend and dropped to number 7 in the polls. But Joey, how do you think the Sun Devils are going to do against the Sooners this weekend?
Well, I definitely think this is going to be a great game. I think both teams are going to come out incredibly competitive. But on the ASU side, this is going to be a big win for ASU if they can come away with the win. ASU so far hasn't faced a ranked opponent, hasn't really seen any great teams so far. Toughest is North Carolina State, facing former ACC Pitcher of the Year. But other than that, they haven't seen anything too difficult. So this will really legitimize this team, show that they don't just come out and mercy rule a bunch of cupcakes. What this also is going to show and help is going to help Craig Nicholson out. Craig Nicholson, great start, 6-0, couldn't ask for much better. But hasn't really seen a big opponent, like I was saying. If he can come out early in the season and beat a ranked team and have that be the former national champion, that's really going to help him out, help his resume at ASU.
And talking to Coach Nicholson, he was really confident and pleased with the way his team was able to find ways to win in difficult situations. But against the Sooners, they're going to present different challenges. What ways are the Sun Devils going to have to find to beat OU this weekend?
Well, one of those ways that Nicholson was talking about was just the diverse amount of players and having everyone step up. This past weekend, we saw different players step up. We saw Caparucio, Haley Steele, Cheyenne Coyle. But what we didn't really see was all of them step up at the same time. And that's what they're going to have to do if they want to beat OU. Also going to need a little more power hitting out of Cheyenne Coyle and Amber Freeman. Coyle and Freeman got off to a great start, a lot of hits. Coyle had 3 home runs, a grand slam. But they're going to need a lot more against the Sooners. And then focusing on the pitching staff, they've just been dominant thus far.
Only 3 runs scored against them this past weekend.
Exactly, 3 runs, only one of those an earned run. Dallas Escobedo now coming into this week being named Pac-12 player of the or pitcher of the week, excuse me. They have a combined .22 ERA. Escobedo's thrown 22 strikeouts on the season. And this pitching staff, they're going to have to continue throwing strikes at the plate, and I'm sure they will. They're definitely one of the best in the country. And
speaking to ASU outfielder Alex Johnson, she was saying they don't really have a number one. They're both Escobedo and Popescu are their aces.
Oh, yeah.
So that has to make Nicholson and the entire team feel confident. But that game against Oklahoma will be going down on Friday at 6 p.m. in Farrington Stadium. But
that's
that does
followed by Delaware State. Can't
forget about Delaware State. But that does it here for WCSN's coverage of ASU softball. For Joey Hardy, I'm Zach Pacleb.